hear my client with regard to that one issue, Your Honor.
Or perhaps an outly hearing.
I'm sorry?
Or perhaps an outly hearing.
Perhaps.
I had considered that. But guilty is the purpose for committing those acts.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
So I want to make sure I'm understanding you before
Sure.
I speak further. Are you suggesting that what's written in that portion of the pre-sentence report
It doesn't specifically state that he admitted what he did. And that's, I think, something that I find very odd, because on all pre-sentence investigations, before they go forward, particularly on a case like this, both myself and Ms. Richmond went over this with Ms.
meaning, and have your client sworn in again?
Fines and surcharges. Your Honor, as we previously discussed, the defendant was not particularly forthcoming during his interview of probation, but he has since been reallocated, Your Honor, and we would rest with our prior discussions.
Have you provided Mr. Goldstein with the orders of protection?
I have, Your Honor, the defendant has executed them.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
The defendant has executed them as well.
that will follow Mr. Lewin. Other than that, Your Honor, we have a negotiated plea of 4 years, which the court, the prosecution, and myself have agreed upon, and we're ready for sentencing at this time.
Thank you, Mr. Goldstein. Mr. Lewin, under the law, you may address the court regarding any matter relevant to your sentence. Is there anything you would like to say?
I'm extremely sorry, Nicole, and the others, and the stories. And I feel, please forgive me. And I will hope to do what I necessarily have to do to make it up to my soul and to these girls.
I don't understand.
Not,
What are you sorry for?
I'm sorry for what they went through.
Not for what you did.
Well,
they
what
went through.
yes, I'm very sorry. I'm dreadfully sorry. Dreadfully and remorse to that. I am. And
I'm trying to
pray-
understand what you're saying, Mr. Lewin, and maybe it's just me. You're remorseful for what?
for what I did.
What'd you do?
I sexually abused them.
You certainly did.
And I,
Over and over. Am I right?
yes, yes, Your Honor.
They're right here. Tell them you're sorry, not me.
I said I'm sorry. I said, Nicole, I'm sorry. I am sorry.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Judge, there was bail in the case, can that be exonerated? And I believe the fines can be paid out of that.
I'm sorry?
Can the fines be paid out of that?
I don't know the answer to that, Mr. Goldstein. I'll just speak to the clerk.
Fair enough. Thank you, Your
I
Honor.
just don't know.
Thank you, Your Honor. Obviously, it was very emotional. You're calling it testimony. Remember, it's statements. It is not testimony. And it's not your fault. And quite frankly, the fact that it wasn't testimony and that the district attorney knew what our defense would be in this case was what led to the 4-year commitment, which the judge agreed upon. And 4-year commitment versus 56 years that was facing. Is what we were asking for and what we got in the end. I do feel sorry for the victims. They obviously went through trauma. But Mr. Lewin obviously expressed his remorse, and hopefully he'll be able to move on at this point too, as well as they.
Do you think he's really remorseful, though? I mean, the judge sort of held his feet to the fire there at the end and kept asking him, what are you exactly sorry for?
As it turns out, Mr. Lewin has a little bit of a learning difficulty. When you're under stress, which I don't think you can be under more stress, especially in an environment like that, it's hard for him to comprehend and respond as quickly as you and I would respond to questions. But yes, he's expressed remorse to me throughout.
What was your reaction to the victim's statement?
very, very difficult to listen to. I hope they can move on. I hope it puts an end to their trauma, and if they move on, that would be great.
And Mr. Lewin started sobbing while this was occurring.
Sure, it was a very emotional time.
And what was going through his head?
Obviously, the remorse that he felt. He knows these kids who were children at the time, they're adults now. And it was a difficult time for him, too.
Will he serve all 4 years?
Hopefully, the way the system works, if he does well in the system, he should be out in a little under 3 years.
After hearing all those victims give those statements, do you think 3 years is enough for the crime?
The punishment has fit the crime, and the judge, the district attorney, and myself have made an agreement after a long negotiations and after many indictments, as you well know. One came after another. So yes, I think justice is done.
Anything you would say to the victims as your client's attorney, since he can't speak right now?
Well, I've never seen them before today. I've never heard them before today. They were all very emotional. They were all very sincere. They seemed very sincere, and I hope they can get over their frustrations, their trauma, and move on with their lives.
I'm 17.
You gave an amazing emotional statement. You should be very proud of.
Thank you.
You are. What was it like to stand up and deliver that?
Well, I haven't seen Joe in 7 years, so that was pretty hard to see him for the first time. When he called me out in court, that was very hard, but I think he's finally starting to understand what he did, and he's finally starting to take responsibility.
You talked about it a bit, but we were in a lot of hearings in court. What has this last 7 years been like for you?
It's been hell. It has been really hard, and ever since the day I walked into that gym 9 years ago, it's been hard. I faked injuries probably once a month. I would go to his gym twice a week, every Tuesday and Thursday from 5 to 6, and that was the hardest time of my life, and it only got harder from keeping it in for so long. And once I finally decided to speak up, it got a little easier.
When did he start abusing you?
The first day I went there, that was in 2010.
You were 10 years old.
I was 10 years old. No, I was 8 years old. I was 8 to 10.
How has this impacted, and you talked about that you couldn't even give your father a hug without remembering. It's just changed all. Tell me how it's changed your relationships or your.
If anyone knows me, they know family's everything to me. It has been extremely hard to put a strain in my relationship with my dad, my brothers, even my mom. And it's been hard, but I've been able to work through it, and I've been able to grow from it.
Do you feel like you can ever forgive him?
You know, in my statement, I said, I don't think you're a bad person, and right before I went up there, I scribbled that out. I don't think I'll ever fully be able to forgive him, but I think that I need to. And I think that I need to in order to grow and to move on, because that's my ultimate goal, is to move on from this. And I know it's not going to be tonight or tomorrow or when I leave here today, but I know eventually I'll be able to move on from this.
I love what you said about this is going to start a new chapter where you're finally free. Do you feel free? I mean, is this freeing for you to come in?
I do. I'm excited to walk over that bridge right there and be able to finally move on. And I've met so many amazing people through this journey, and I'm excited to finally step away from it and not have to come here and not have to meet with lawyers and just finally move on. And I was the last girl to come forward. I was the one that he pleaded guilty to, but I don't want everyone to think I'm the only one that he did it to, because I don't think that's fair to the other girls. I think it's the same abuse to the other girls as it was to me, and I don't want anyone to think it was just me because I'm the only one he said that's in the files that he did it to, because it was everyone.
After sentencing, you were hugging some of the other girls.
I was.
What does that moment represent? What does that mean in terms of resiliency and coming together, all of you? did for this moment?
It's an army, and I think coming together makes it so much stronger. And these girls mean so much to me, and I've never even met them before. But the girls that came before me mean so much to me, and I'm so thankful for them because I know without them I wouldn't be able to do it.
Anything else that you say to other victims around, not just Rockland, Hudson Valley, the country are going through, dealing with what you're dealing with right now? Maybe some of them have come forward, maybe some of them haven't.
Come forward. Come forward, tell your story, don't be afraid of it. This is, right here is the first time I'm telling everyone what happened to me. I have kept this secret for so long, some of my friends don't even know. This is where my family's gonna find out what happened to me. And I don't care because I did nothing wrong. He's the one that should be hiding and I shouldn't be hiding, and I should be able to tell my story and help other people from it.
Very great.
Do your parents want to see it, please?
I'll read parts of it.
Whatever you want.
To Joe Lewin, you won the battles, but we won the war. As I sit in front of you, the memories start to flood back. No matter how many times I tried to forgive you, I just couldn't. And I think that's the part that kind of sums it up. I've tried to forgive him, I've tried to move on, but you can't without support. So you have to come forward and you have to get help.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. What has this been like for you?
It's been a very complicated situation. I was just happy that my sister was one of the first people to come out, so that I was able to come forward about it. This was something that happened when I was 5, so it was a lot longer and under wraps for me. But the minute my mother asked me about it, I knew exactly what happened. And it was always something that I was thinking about. I had a lot of issues from it, a lot of problems from it. I had problems trusting people, being close to male figures in my life.
Just like a thank you to everyone else who came forward. I mean, it's definitely a hard thing that we did today. It was not easy, and this process has been going on for a few years now. The amount of times that I've had to relive this story and retell this story, it's not an easy thing. So just a thank you to those who came forward and to those who also experienced this. I hope that we can all find some closure here.
Is there anything that either of you would like to say to Joe about this?
We had made a statement. It was more that, we won today. And you said he won a battle, but we won the war. I think that's a big one. This was a hard thing that we all went through, but he exerted his power once, and we were the ones who finished. We put him in jail, so nothing to say to him, but to everyone else, like, you can make a change, you can make a difference.
I think I know the answer, but I want to hear it from you ladies. 4 years. What do you think about that? Is that ever going to be enough?
I don't think it would ever be enough, but it's the beginning of something. It's what we can get. We have protection after this time. I mean, just to say that even though there's only 8 of us that came forward, there's more. There are more out there that we know, and even if they didn't come forward, that's okay. But we know, he knows, and God knows what happened.
More victims that he abused, that Joe abused.
Well, we don't know for sure, obviously, but we can assume, and regardless of, even if it wasn't one of Joe's victims, but anyone's victim, this was a win for everyone today.
I had someone come up to me in the courtroom and say my daughter wasn't strong enough to come here today. She had to drop out of the trial because it's so grueling, and she just said thank you to us 3 who came out and were able to speak in front of Joe, and I think it was very telling and I think he started to realize when he started bawling, crying in the courtroom, which I don't feel sympathy for him, I'm sorry, I don't, but I think it shows.
What does the next chapter for you guys now look like?
The rest of our lives. It's like it was yesterday and now there's tomorrow. Like, this is the day that it goes on from here, After I leave here today, after we all leave here today, it's like, I don't know who Joseph Lewin is. We don't know who that is. It's like, you just move forward. There's no, don't look back after this. We won today, and that's all that matters.
Your case came out when, I guess it's the Michigan case, national attention given to
Yeah.
a doctor who molested, whatever, sexually abused older women. Did it kind of, what'd you guys think when you heard about that? You're in the middle of your own trauma and memories or did it? I mean,
I came forward because of these ladies right here, and I don't think I would have ever done it without them, and I'm so thankful for them. And those other victims are great, and I'm so thankful for the movement that they've started, but it's these ladies that have really helped me and touched me personally.
thank you.